Marcus Marcus makes $128,000 a year and is still broke. The most expensive lesson. In this channel, this is Marcus. He's 29. He works in tech sales. He makes $128,000 a year. He posts a lot. People assume he's doing well, and from a distance, he absolutely looks like he is. Marcus has $312 in his checking account. He has $0 in savings. He has $11,400 in credit card debt across 3 cards. His 401k, 3 years into a job that offers a match, has $4,200 in it. Marcus is, on paper, doing better than every character we have featured on this channel so far. He earns more than Maya. He earns more than Jordan. He earns more than Sophia. He earns more than Ben, the guy with $100,000 in the bank. Marcus is also broker than all 4 of them. He makes $128,000, and he's still broke. This is the most expensive lesson in this entire channel. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how someone making over 6 figures ends up with less to their name than someone making 48. And you're going to see why the path Marcus is on is in some ways more dangerous than Maya's ever was. The lie of a big salary. First, let's deal with the number that everyone outside of Marcus's bank account thinks about. $128,000 a year sounds enormous. It is, by the standards of most American workers, a strong income. So, the first thing you have to understand is what it actually means when it hits Marcus's bank account. Apply the 0.68 rule from our paycheck video. $128,000 times 0.68 is about $87,000 a year of take-home pay, and Marcus lives in a high-tax state, so for him, it's closer to $82,000. Divide by 12, and Marcus's real monthly income is roughly $6,800. Now, $6,800 a month is genuinely a lot of money. It is more than double what Maya brought home. With that income, Marcus could comfortably save thousands of dollars every single month, invest aggressively, and be on track for a $500,000 net worth by 35 without breaking a sweat. So how, on $6,800 a month, is Marcus down to $312 in checking and adding to a credit card balance? There is no salary so high that lifestyle inflation cannot eat it. And the higher the salary, the bigger the bites. Here's the part Maya's video already hinted at, but Marcus is going to make it impossible to ignore. The amount of money you earn is not what determines whether you build wealth. The gap between what you earn and what you spend is. Marcus has the biggest income in this entire channel and the smallest gap. In fact, his gap is currently negative. He spends more every month than he earns. That's what the credit card balance is. And the most uncomfortable truth in this video is that the higher the income, the easier it is to be invisibly broke, because the lifestyle that absorbs the salary looks, from the outside, like success. Where the $6,800 actually goes. Let's follow Marcus's $6,800 the same way we followed Maya's $2,946. Same exercise, different income. Watch where it goes. Rent, $3,100. Marcus lives alone in a 1-bedroom in a desirable neighborhood. Every friend he has tells him the apartment is great. None of them know what his bank account looks like. Car payment, $720. Marcus leases a luxury SUV. He needed reliable transportation. He chose this one because, in his words, I work hard. I deserve it. Car insurance and gas, $310. Phone, premium plan, with the newest phone on installments, $145. Streaming, software, Gym, 3 productivity apps, ChatGPT Plus, his fitness app, a meditation app he opens twice a year, $185. Eating out, delivery, lattes. The constant low-grade spending of a busy professional life, about $1,400. Travel. Marcus takes about 4 trips a year, averaged across the months, $650. Going out, bars, dates, dinners with friends, the occasional rooftop, $500. Subscription clothing service, skincare, grooming, the dentist who is also somehow a luxury experience, $280. Gifts, weddings, bachelor parties, his nephew's birthday, his sister's housewarming, $250 averaged. Marcus's monthly spending comes to about $7,540. His income is $6,800. He is, every single month, $740 underwater. The credit cards close the gap. That's where the $11,400 came from, not from one disaster, from the slow, steady monthly drip of a life that costs about 10% more than his enormous salary can cover. And here is the truly uncomfortable part. Almost none of Marcus's expenses look unreasonable to him in isolation. The car? He needs a car. The apartment? He works hard. The gym? It's his health. The trips? It's experiences. The takeout. He doesn't have time to cook. Every single line item has a perfectly defensible story attached to it. Lifestyle inflation never shows up as one big mistake. It shows up as 100 small things you've talked yourself into deserving. The invisible cost of Marcus's good life. Now, let's do the part that genuinely hurts. Let's look at what Marcus is actually losing. If Marcus simply lived on the same monthly budget as Ben, around $3,400 of expenses, not luxurious, not painful, just normal, he would have roughly $3,400 left every single month to attack debt and then to invest. With debt cleared in less than a year and then full investing kicking in, Marcus could realistically be putting $40,000 a year into investments every year, starting at 29. Run that out using the same conservative compounding from our compound interest video. By 65, Marcus would be sitting on something close to $5 million. Instead, Marcus is on track to retire with the contents of his current 401k, some Social Security, and very little else. The $312 in checking is not the lesson. The $5 million he is quietly handing back to landlords, leasing companies, restaurants, airlines, and credit card companies. That is the lesson. Every dollar you spend on the lifestyle you're supposed to have is a dollar your future self will never see. Marcus isn't buying a great apartment. He's buying it at the cost of a great life later. And here is the part that makes Marcus's situation in some ways more dangerous than Maya's. Maya knows she's broke. Her bank account scares her. Her credit card balance scares her. The fear, painful as it is a tool. It's pushing her toward change. The kind of person who watches video number 1 and rewatches it is exactly the kind of person who eventually fixes the problem. Marcus doesn't feel broke. Marcus feels successful. His Instagram looks great. His friends ask him for restaurant recommendations. His job title impresses people at parties. There is no internal alarm telling him that anything is wrong because the outside picture and the inside picture do not match. And most of the world only ever sees the outside picture. This is the broke millionaire paradox in miniature. Marcus looks rich. Ben actually is on his way. From the outside, you would assume Marcus is the financial role model. From the inside, Ben, with the old car, the friend's couch, and $100,000, is the one who has actually won the game. The 3 quiet forces pushing Marcus down. Marcus is not weak. Marcus is not foolish. Marcus is being shaped by three powerful invisible forces that act on almost everyone at his income level, and naming them is the first step to seeing through them. Force 1. The comparison trap. Marcus does not compare himself to the average American. He compares himself to the colleagues at his company, the people on his Instagram feed, the friends from his college who also work in tech. In that reference group, the average lifestyle is loud. Trips, restaurants, cars, apartments. So Marcus's normal feeling lifestyle is not normal at all. It's calibrated to a small, expensive slice of the country that he has surrounded himself with by accident. If everyone around you is spending heavily, your idea of normal quietly drifts up. The wealthiest people Marcus follows online are also the most photographed, which makes their lifestyles look both common and required. They are neither force 2. The reward loop. Marcus works hard. Long hours, difficult clients, real stress. When he spends money, he is not being irresponsible in his own mind. He is rewarding himself. The $720 car payment is a reward for landing a deal. The $1,400 monthly eating out is a reward for never having time. The trips are a reward for the grind. This reward logic is real and powerful and quietly self-defeating. Because the harder you work for the income, the more you feel entitled to spend the income, which means the income never converts into freedom. You just keep needing more income to keep up with the rewards you've started giving yourself. The treadmill speeds up. You never reach the end. Force 3, the identity tax. And the third one, the deepest one. Marcus's spending isn't really about things. It's about identity. The apartment isn't an apartment. It's evidence that he's the kind of person who lives in a place like this. The watch isn't a watch. It's a story about who he is becoming. The car isn't transportation. It's how the world reads him at a stoplight. This is what makes Marcus's pattern so hard to break. Cutting any one of these isn't just cutting an expense. It feels to him like cutting a piece of who he is, and no spreadsheet beats identity. Marcus isn't spending too much. Marcus is paying a monthly tax to keep being the version of himself he thinks he should be. How Marcus digs out. So, what does Marcus actually do? Not a starvation plan, not a sell everything and move home plan. 5 honest moves. See the gap on paper. Same exercise as Maya. Every income line, every expense line on one page. Most high earners have never actually done this. They assume that because they earn a lot, the math works. Marcus has to look. Once seen, his $740 per month gap cannot be unseen. Cut 3 items, not 30. Resist the urge to cancel everything in a guilt spiral. That never lasts. Pick the 3 biggest discretionary lines. For Marcus, that's likely the car, the rent, and the eating out. Even a partial cut on those 3 would close the gap entirely. Big leverage points only. Automate the boring stuff. The Ben move. The day after every paycheck hits, an automatic transfer pulls $1,500 into savings and another $1,000 into a Roth IRA and brokerage. Spend what's left, not what's there. Marcus already has the income for this. He has never set it up because the leftover after spending model has been masking the problem. Get the 401k match. Marcus has been contributing too little to capture the full match for 3 years. We covered this with Sophia. The fix is 12 seconds in his HR portal, and it adds thousands of dollars a year to his retirement account at 0 cost to his lifestyle. Decouple identity from spending. This is the slow one, the work nobody puts in a finance video. Marcus does not need a smaller apartment. He needs to stop confusing the apartment with his worth. Wealth, properly understood, is not the lifestyle on the outside. It is the choices the lifestyle gives you on the inside. That mindset shift, more than any line item, is what changes Marcus's next 10 years. Marcus's salary does not change. His friends do not change. His city does not change. His math, his automation, and slowly his identity, those change. And within 2 years, his net worth doesn't just recover, it begins to outrun what most of his colleagues will ever build. Closing Marcus isn't real, but his bank account is the bank account of an enormous number of high earners walking around right now in cities all over America, posting pictures that hide the truth from everyone, including themselves. Look at this lineup. Salary on top, net worth on the bottom. The lines do not match. Maya makes $52,000 and is broke. Marcus makes $128,000 and is broker. Ben makes $58,000 and has $100,000. Jordan makes more than Ben and is buried. Omar earns less than all of them and just paid off everything. If you take one thing from this channel, take this. Income is the input. Habits are the engine. The bank account is the output. Change the engine, not the input. And the output changes for the rest of your life. This channel teaches you what school didn't. No gurus, no scams, no buy my course. Just the truth, animated. New video every 2 days. Next week, we slow down and go deep on the single account that quietly turns ordinary savers into millionaires. The Roth IRA, including the exact step-by-step way to open one in the next 12 minutes, even if you have no idea what you're doing. Welcome